We have arrived at the Porceleyne Fles, also known as Royal Delft, in the city of Delft, the only and last functioning factory in the city of Delft. Let's go in and have a look. The Porceleyne Fles, also known as Royal Delft, is the only factory that still exists nowadays. It was founded in 1653, and to connect the factory that is still producing to the art that was made in the middle of the 17th century, there's a beautiful exhibition on now. The exhibition hall that it's in right now was purpose-built for future exhibitions and is completely new. This is the first exhibition at the museum. Let's go have a look. At the factory we see people painting ceramics and, of course, earlier than that, even throwing them on a potting wheel. Much more going on in the factory as we pass to the exhibition space. And here we are at the newly built exhibition space. It exists actually of two layers. This layer is completely climatized, it's on the ground floor, and then one floor up there's an additional space that can be used for future exhibitions. This is where we can see the almost 30 pieces of Frederik van Frytom. Let's have a look in the showcases. And as you know, Frederik van Frytom painted several beautiful plaques that are visible here at the exhibition also. But most of the objects that he painted are actually plates, and some plates can be seen in this showcase right here. The entire exhibition is split up in 3 segments. This is on the water, so what we see here is images with little boats on water, one of those things typical for Frederik van Frytom. On the green pedestal, it is in the forest, green logically. And in this showcase we see 5 different plaques, and the similarities between the plaques is incredible. If you now compare the figures that are drawn in the landscapes, the trees, the clouds, everything belongs together, and it is wonderful to compare the objects next to each other in this case. Of course, these plaques should actually be framed and hung on the wall as the paintings are right over there. That wasn't possible because of the people who gave them on loan, or the museums that gave them on loan, but we can see them more or less straight up as in this one. This one is one of the many loans from the Brussels Musée d'Art d'Histoire, and it is incredibly refined with a beautiful landscape. The green again refers to in the forest, and we see a beautiful forest landscape with a view in depth to a windmill and what seems to be a beautiful church. Back to back with this case, another loan from Brussels, and in this case brown, views of cities. And in this case we do see a foresty surroundings, but the horseman, which is one of those typical things for Frederik van Frytom, in the foreground, and in the back definitely a rural setting with a house, a church steeple, and some more farmhouses in the back. One of the cute things on this plaque is the detail of the horses and cart with people crossing a bridge in the background. And then we come to the bigger brown case with other plates showing views of cities. The octagonal plaque right here on this side of the vitrine is on private loan from a collector, a beautiful piece. And on this side we have 3 more plaques with rural views. Over on this side we see 6 plates. Again, totally the same style as the other plates that we saw with the views of the water, and here in one case together, all these very pretty and very detailed plates with decorations. And on this wall we have actual paintings, both on canvas and on panel. These two by Jacob van Ruisdael, and these two are actually by Salomon van Ruisdael. One is dated 1664, the other one is from 1650. So all going back to the middle of the 17th century. What is very interesting and what is really nice to see next to each other is these two paintings are actually from Frederik van Frytom himself. He signed them beautifully, and these views are quite incredible, quite a spectacular view to see them also on panel, in this case both of them. This top painting very much resembles the decoration of one of the plaques. Let's have a look. The exhibition Van Ruisdael tot Frytom opens tomorrow, November 8th, and will be on until March 15th, 2023. If you're in the neighborhood of the Porceleyne Fles in Delft, come have a look at this wonderful exhibition. I don't think you will ever see so many Frytom pieces in one room together again real soon. Take care.